Hey guys, so this is the wheel I purchased. It might look familiar. I actually tried everything in my power to get a different wheel. Not because I don't like this one. I measured and I thought it would not fit between these buttons, but it did, it just fit. Like that controller, the joystick had to be pushed all the way to the right, but no big deal. And it sits very comfortably on this deck. And I have it just stuck on with, what are these called? These thingamajigs that come with it. And it's not moving, it's not going anywhere, which is a good thing. And I have the pedals right under here. Those are moving all over the place. So I'm gonna hook up some double-sided Velcro to that, and we should solve that issue. And I'm gonna do something to this wheel, because this isn't Mario Kart. I don't want to keep looking at the same wheels. These grips are great, by the way, so I like that. I might put some kind of driving tape up here. This feels like crap anyway. Maybe put a new sticker here, maybe something in the back, like some cool racing sticker. I'm definitely not gonna spray paint the whole thing, nothing like that, but we'll make it look a little different. Alright, the wheel is working, the pedal's working. Now let's see if I can figure out how to use an item. There we go. X was the item. Alright, I tried this game before. Not the easiest to control. As you can see, this game didn't like my orange wheel. Once I got in, I did a test. I got in with the other wheel, hooked up the orange wheel, it worked. But there was no way to start this game. Alright, so start button got me there. Here's my A. It didn't do anything. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. So, instead of the gas, the brake started this. Maybe it's flipped in this game, maybe that's why. Yep, it's flipped, which is fine. Alright, let's figure out which one the nitro is. So one thing I didn't point out in the last video, and I didn't even think about this, my friend just saw it in the box, is that it said resolution 8K. So I mentioned in my last video, I know this game well, and when I put it on, I was like, wow, it looks great. It looks so crisp and nothing is pixelated. So, I mean, I don't have an 8-scale TV. I don't know how much it's upscaling on this, but the games look good. And if you've ever played PlayStation games on an emulator, especially on a TV this large, you know that they can be pretty blurry sometimes. So I think this is definitely doing something. Oh, that's perfect. It was just the right click that controls the nitro. Still a mass place, which sucks, but sometimes the first game is just like that. In this game, you need to buy faster tires and engines, acceleration. I probably need to have a little picture in the right-hand corner of my face because it'll help if you see excitement on my face. Just I don't want to try. Oh, you know what? Let's try something that did not work for us last time. What's the name of the game? This is one that I had a call in for, and they said that yeah, it might work, that it should work. So let's see. Maybe it was just me. A little annoying, but you do actually get to see the games that are on here. I'm going a little fast because I've seen them already. The new Need for Speed is one of my favorite games. I play that on the Switch with this wheel. This is a really fun game. The controls are pretty good. You also grab items and launch them, like ride and shoot game. You guys really need all these games? You guys really gonna play all these games? Really? Well, that's good. If you're just gonna sit home and play these games, then we can. Alright guys, knock on wood, I think I fixed the steering wheel. It was not working in some of these console games, but I just got it working in Need for Speed. And if it works in this one, Outrun 2006, which it did not last time I tried, then I will share the fix. I definitely got one working, so it's better than nothing. Oh yeah, I fixed it. Look at that.
Keep passing cars. Let's start.
You see that's pretty responsive. Maybe a little too much so. I play, I guess, a version of this on Techno Parrot, which is a little better, or a lot better, but this is cool. Let me figure out how to drift. Stop banging into things. You know what I think it is? Oh, there we go. I think this might be the wrong song for me because it's not metal. What the heck is this? It's not even techno. This is like a song that they would play in a movie. If this scene is going on in a movie, they'd be playing this song. And then he'd crash or something, everything would fly up in slow motion. We don't have that kind of budget here. But we got fixes, we got hacks, we got tweaks. We got ad-libs.
Was that for real? There's more. Let's start.
Hey, you know what I like? It's been a few minutes and I'm still playing. It's not game over, which is good. Look at that, that was something. So I put Velcro on the gas and the brake. And it's pretty good, but it's a little loose. I think I'm gonna put one more piece. Kind of like playing it on this setup too because I have this large screen and I have a Bose surround sound. I know you can't hear it too well right now, and I can't blast it. It's pretty late. But yeah, it's definitely there. On all of my other setups, I have bass shakers and subwoofers. This has the sub though, not the shaker. It's a closed system. There's no way for me to connect the shakers to this one. And I don't know if it's worth it with older games. They don't shake too much. Button. And I can fix it, but I just had a chance to. Oh, look at that. My steering fix worked. Crashed, is that good? Damn you! Forgot I had turbo. Which one's my turbo button? Not that one. That's view. Gotta be this one. Anybody have a turbo in their car? Yo, what's up, gamers? So I wanted to give you my final thoughts on this Buy Stuff Store driving box. Should you get it? Hell, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man, I think it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. I'm going through everything. It does have a lot of arcade stuff, but the older stuff, like I said before. The Hori wheel, the red Hori wheel, was pretty much plug and play, except for one issue. And I mentioned this before. Certain games just didn't have steering. It only had D-pad. I talked to customer service a few times. They're really nice about getting back right away. They sent me an email. They are on the chat all the time, but the guy, whoever runs their customer service, didn't have a fix right away. And I actually figured it out. It was super easy. I decided to remap this wheel. This was a brand new one that I put on today, and everything worked. Every button functioned. And, you know, the Hori has a D-pad, a left analog, and a right analog. When I switched to those, they didn't work. I thought maybe that was the fix. So I said, you know what, let me just remap it. I started remapping it, and when I got to left analog up, you didn't need that, so I skipped it, but left analog left, I mapped it. Left analog right, I mapped it with the wheel. Just turned the wheel left, and it took that mapping, no problem. Turned the wheel right, it took that mapping. And when you map the D-pad, you just map it up, down, left, right. And I think that triggers many of the games to work with the wheel. But there's a certain amount, and some of the good ones, like Outrun, what was it, I don't know, whatever it is, the PSP Outrun 2006, it wouldn't work. And that's it. That was an easy fix. So just, and the mapping is, you know, the same way you would map a RetroPie. They didn't send instructions with it. So if you don't know how to do that, you can watch my first video or look it up online. Now this is for their initial box that you can connect to a television or your own wheel. This is not going to be for the Outrun or Ridge Racer mod, because I mean that one doesn't even have a D-pad, so it'll be a different mapping, I believe, and they're redoing a bunch of mapping. I just saw a video today where they have a keyboard out and they're working on the mapping, so it'll probably be pretty plug and play. I think they're going to be ready to go on that one, and there shouldn't be any issues. They have that exact wheel, they're testing it, so it's not like they're worried about you connecting a different wheel to it, so that should be pretty great. Again, kind of my same thoughts as before. If I do have Ridge Racer, I haven't put mine together. I think I'm going to keep mine stock. Somebody pointed out today, made a good point, that it has Rumble in it, but I know a lot of games don't even work with Rumble, and for me, the Rumble's a little weak. I have a driving setup with much more modern and powerful Rumble. With that being said, if I didn't already have a different cabinet rebuilt, I might do it. I have my Outrun here, and I'm thinking what I will do is buy a second box. I'll mod that Outrun, and then I'll set it up with this box, and we'll have some networking. So they have 30 networking games, and I think I'll do that because it has every Outrun game, and it has extra Outrun games, which is pretty cool. Why not have that? The main Outruns are running pretty well. They're high definition. And to be honest, I even got an Outrun on my Switch arcade, and that Outrun has an easier mode, and I beat the game with that. On this freaking Outrun, it's like, they wanted to eat your quarters in the 80s, right? And that's what this game pretty much does. I know some people are way better at gaming than me, and they can probably beat the shit out of it, but, I play it, I love it, it's a lot of fun. So thanks again for joining me, fellow gamers, and I hope you like this review and these tips. I hope they can help you, and if you do, please please subscribe, please hit that notification button so we can meet up again. And I am trying to sneak a little bit of metal and a little bit of rock and roll into these videos without getting strikes from YouTube. So far I've gotten a few, and I've barely used anything, but if you use a lot of riffs, they're not that popular. And I have a lot of my own songs actually, which I haven't put up yet. I'm thinking about maybe doing entire music videos to them, but just with gameplay. So that might be something to tie my metalness together with my gaming later on. So let's see, let's grow the channel. I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far, and let's keep on trucking.